Hey, everybody, and welcome. I already have our first article pulled up here, which we will get into in just a moment. It's very good news for everybody that's here. And of course, today I'm joined by Stieg Kenobi. Stieg, welcome. How's it going, my friend?
It goes quite well. Hope
All
you're well
right.
too.
Oh yeah. I could not be more excited if I were three people. But anyway, unfortunately, I think Tom, if he shows up, it's going to be late. So we're going to kick off some stories before we get to our main subject here today. Just some fun stuff that we want to talk about. Some things that Stieg brought to my attention. Some stuff that I noticed along the way. Some things that everybody else might have already been talking about. But of course, we like to give it our own unique spin. So first and foremost, again, welcome, everyone. No matter if it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are, thanks for joining us. I want to acknowledge everybody who's showing up right now. We have 18 folks in the chat, and you each and every one of you deserve a hearty hello. There's Miss Martin Muses. Hello and welcome. Appreciate that. We've got Parrot Head here. What's going on, Parrot Head? Angelus Draven. Hey, what's up, buddy? Brutal Morningwood. Hail and hey, howdy, hey. Never a dull moment. No, there absolutely isn't. And we will get to one of your comments I saw just a minute ago. It's very important. 10 minutes to curtain, Mr. Cuddles. Thank you very much. Wookiee Supremacy. We made it on time today. You do not get to call me Gary. At least not this week anyway. Aluvrion Imakara. Hail and ha ha ha. Oh, CNN. Don't tell me I'm supposed to feel sorry for you because you weren't left at the no-kill shelter. Well, we'll have to see. They have had some really rotten takes as a network recently, and but there's a reason that AT&T is going to maybe part with them, and we will get to that later on in the show. Of course, we have Makini90, the person modding my stream. Thanks for being here, Makini. I appreciate you so very much, sir. Hey, old Story Man Jack. We've got, let's see. Yeah, Trump's going to buy CNN. That's a conversation, believe it or not. Trinoculus P or Newsmac. Yeah, there's a lot of options for Trump, for sure. I'm certain that he's going to get involved in something if he is no longer in the executive branch. Hey, and howdy to Keck44. Welcome, my friend. Hail Keck and Genactic. Hey, Terry Rose. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you so very much. Terry is, and many of you are loyal supporters here on the channel. I don't know where I would be without you. You guys make and break every single channel on this platform, and I appreciate that you guys are all here hanging out with us. We've got, of course, Storyman Jack, as I said, hail to a second ago, said they were trolling you, calling nothing more than a street performer in the internet age. Wouldn't that be a compliment? Well, I would consider it a compliment. I mean, street performers do pretty well and make pretty good money. And ultimately, isn't that what all entertainment is? Essentially, the guy with the hurdy-gurdy and the monkey, the street corner preacher, the people that pretend to be statues. It's all a form of entertainment, and no one form is greater than the other, in my opinion. So, Hey, Brodal Warning Mud brings up a good point. Who else needs watch hours? Because I've been all over Demogenized channel like my ex-wife on my friends when they had money. He's down to the last 80-ish. Okay, good. So let's make sure we check out Demogenized channel, get him those 80 hours, right, Steve? We want to definitely do that.
Yeah. How many hours do people need?
Well, like I said, it looks like 80 for Brutal Morningwood, about 400 or less for Lorena Creole, and probably in the 1,100-hour range for Jane Theory. So we definitely...
all in all, what's the limit?
Oh, you have to get to 4,000 hours.
Oh, yeah. I'm lagging behind.
Yeah. Well, and again, I think with your 3 to 5 minute videos, it's going to be hard getting to the watch hours. Although, I like your top fives. Those are some of my favorite things. And
come on, people, binge them for you.
Binge those 5 minutes of top fives, and you'll get 50 minutes of content probably, I think, in all. But it's great, and it will refill your cheer bucket in a way that we don't get very often anymore. So. Let's see. We've got Tina Bojan. Hello, Tina Bojan. Good afternoon, friends, and good afternoon to you. I hope your weather is not too severe here. I know the part of the country you're in, and sometimes it can get a little chilly. So hopefully it's not terrible today. Lord Thoth is here. Good to see you, my friend. Man of War 665. How's it going? Hail, amigos. He says we've got
my
Nano.
favorite band, Manowar.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Nano Reaper is here. Not sure why this is even a question at this point. It's companies like AT&T and Disney are overloaded with debt. They absolutely are. And believe me, we will get into that part of the conversation. Lorena Creole had an amazing premiere of an interview with Wes Moody of the Wes Moody webcast earlier today. If you didn't get to see it while it was premiering, please go and check it out when we're done here. It's going to be something that's very much worth your while. Excellent subject matter, brilliant interview style, and you can see why Wes should have far more subs than he does, and why he's criminally undersubbed. But we shall see where that goes. Again, check out Lorena Creole for sure. Let's get her watch hours up and over, guys. Please, please, please. Chris the Bliss is here. Hey, Chris, how's it going? We've got Timon Flip. Hey, what's going on? Hey, yo. Hopefully get to see you over on Comics on Thursday and other places. Hoon Kame, working on a history essay and thought I'd stop by. Well, thank you very much. We need all of the essays we can on history because they're trying to eliminate it right now. They're trying to destroy it. What's going on, Mr. Jesse Miller? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you are being safe and not driving. Sometimes I know you pay attention when you're driving, so that's important. Willie Woodward is here. He's saying hi to everybody. Hi, Willie. Naughty Monkey O'Wrath. Hey, how y'all's? How's things? I'm good. I'm doing very well. I think, as Stieg said, he's doing well as well. And that's all we can hope for these days is health and happiness.
Jesse Miller has the all-time greatest improv on Shenanigans.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
He drugged Tom after 1 minute. And that was it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Completely awesome.
Yeah. I have the absolute worst improv on Shenanigans. I did it this last week. I found nowhere to go with something working with what Tom was giving me. It's not Tom's fault.
No.
I was not creative enough to get around the corner, and that's my fault. But
I've had some really bad ones that are way worse than what you did.
Well, I will redeem myself. It will happen. Next time I'm on there. I did get to drop some epic burns, though. I don't really like the burn my bacon thing. I really don't. But that's up. Hugh Photographer is here. If I could, the chat jumped. You turkey bird. When a host tells you that the chat jumps, it really does. Hugh Photographer says big top fun. Well, absolutely. Zacharat, welcome for being here. Zacharat 315. Thank you and hail. Gosh, guys, there's so many of you here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you saying hi to each other. We have such an amazing community. Part of the conversation that towards the end of Lorena's stream was about just how amazing this community is and how supportive. Hail to Karen Prime and hello, friends, she says. Thanks for being here, Karen. Hopefully you know what? You need to get that's a pretty good picture right now, considering what one of the subjects we're going to cover today. Because other people have talked about it, we might as well talk about it. Kai MFS is here. My goodness, you guys. Look at all of these lovely humans. We've got Runner here. Runner, I hope you're doing schoolwork, sir. And Darth Haster. Cheers to boob armor. Absolutely. Yes. Cheers to the armor for the ladies. That's a real thing, guys. You absolutely need that. And hashtag shut up, Runner. Juan Wong. Please, I've got to hopefully be pronouncing that correctly. I try every time. Hail to boob armor. Absolutely. I really enjoyed, if you guys caught last night, toxic femininity. That's the words I was looking for. Over on Midnight's Edge. That was an incredible stream. Check out the replay if you did not. The ladies were on fire. Did you get to see any of that, Stieg?
All I saw was a bunch of cleavage.
I know. It was kind of distracting in a good way.
It was a deep stream.
LQ3 hail. Vigilante Williamson hail and welcome. Hello, thank you for being here. But yeah, absolutely, there was a lot of distraction there, that's for sure. And even the boss last night was intrigued, and you look, both men and women enjoy each other's forms and features and things like that. It's, and there's anatomy involved in things, guys. I know biology is a tough subject, but it's it's something we all have to deal with. Biology is actual science. We can't let things interfere with like real stuff. Aha, Casino. My name is said like Jin. Oh, okay, it's Qui-Gon. Yeah, very good. And Urso. Oh, excellent. Okay, beautiful. That makes it easier for me. And I just want to say thank you for the work that you did for me. I really appreciate it. You guys are so amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. But I agree with Wookie on his assessment of last night's stream. It was bloody brilliant. Anita just wishes she could. Yeah, well, I don't. But see, that's the thing. Even if you're not so endowed, the armor gives the impression that you do. So that should be something that people would be desiring, I would think. What do you think about that, Stig? Do you think that seems like the way to go?
I just think boob armor looks cool.
Yeah,
you know,
me too. Me too.
I'm sure it's not completely practical, but it's I grew up in the 80s, and all those fantasy books and stuff, that they had stuff like that on the cover.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I know it's cheesy, and all that, but it just works.
Yeah, and here, you know what? We might as well talk about this because it's in our day planner, so we might as well look at it. Anita Sarkeesian plays victim after receiving pushback from women against disingenuous complaint of boob armor in The Mandalorian. And Spencer put this story together on Bounding Into Comics. You guys, Bounding Into Comics is a really great website as far as I'm concerned. I know that from time to time there's controversy there, but I think they're awesome, and I'm personal friends with a couple of those people, and they're just great. They do excellent deep coverage on most of these stories, and to me, I don't see anything offensive in this presentation of the two females that are here.
No, I mean, it's not like it's porn, is it?
No.
It's just women looking like women. When did it happen? When that's not allowed anymore, right? It's just.
I really don't even know, to be honest with you. I mean, looking at this, Katie Sackhoff, doesn't she look great as Bo-Katan?
She looks too young, but
well, and we can talk about that too in just a second. She is too young. We'll get there, and this is where I'm going to defer to Stieg, guys, because Stieg has vast and superior knowledge, along with OG Star Wars, Alora over at OG Star Wars channel, when it comes to the canon from the expanded universe. So we will get to that subject in a second, but this looks natural to me. This is the picture that Anita used to say that this was inappropriate. Well, first of all, the Mandalorian, if you're looking at this picture here, the male is not wearing his codpiece armor.
Yeah, they had the same look on Rebels and the Clone Wars too. So why didn't she complain then? I think she complained now because Mandalorian is trending.
Yeah.
So she could.
She can't. Attention. Yeah, and it comes down to remaining relevant. Well, so she isn't. She went largely. She went largely unnoticed for a long time. After failing to pay her employees, amongst other things. Like I said, this is just probably another way to shill. And what's the popular word for when you're scamming others right now to get money?
A bitch.
Maybe. Wow. Okay. We almost made it to 15 minutes before the first bad word.
Sorry.
I don't, Stieg, I don't care. Yeah, I just, it's just me. I don't use bad words, but it's just one of those, at least not on my channel. I do it elsewhere. Believe me.
It's Christy. Christy's been a bad influence.
A bad influence. And Willie Wooder is correct. Yes, it's grifting. Thank you, guys. This is what happens when you get on the stream. You forget words like grift and grifting and grifter. Yes, thank you all. You guys are awesome.
Doesn't she still owe people a bunch of videos because she did a GoFundMe for 12 videos and she did 3 or something?
Yeah, she owes people videos. She owes people money for salaries. She owes people. In fact, there were 3 of these people of the same ilk that did the same thing or similar in this era of Gamergate and things like that. So it is. It's she had her 15 minutes and now she needs more. So it's one of those things. It doesn't. She's a very interesting human being, for lack of a better term. And here's the thing: Roof Korean says she looks like Jessie from FF7R. Yeah, the remake, absolutely. Yep.
She's Grifter Sapien.
Grifter Sapien. I like that. Write that down. I'm writing that down. Grifter Sapien. That, in fact, I think Storyman Jack should put that in a novel. Grifter Sapien. All right. Yeah.
And that's gender neutral.
Yeah. And we are so vastly superior, we named ourselves Homo sapiens sapiens. So we were smart or wise twice. So, because those words mean things, guys. Science, based on Latin languages and things like that. So, yeah, it's not overly sexualized armor like some things. So, yeah, I know, Angelus. I mean, we're all on the same page when it comes to this. She looks better as a redhead than as a blonde. Just saying. Bo-Katan, really? You think so? Katie Sackhoff is awesome. I mean, we saw her exercising, getting ready for this role. So it's not like it was a surprise. Well, it was a surprise to some people, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. Nope, I'm going to let Ryan break that news. Katie Sackhoff is always hot. Yes, that's very true, Aluvri and Imakara. And I don't know what it is. I mean, she has a way about her, in my opinion. Kip Ellis, thanks for joining us. Again, I love your avatar, and I love that T-shirt. That is one of the best. So going to be listening, going to eat, but listening to the hilarity. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Soul Assassin says, Anita is an opportunist, always looking for another scam. That's true. Deviant Porg, it's not even fantasy armors with big metal boobs. And I'm not even talking about bikini armors. If she finds that is too much, then she needs to go live with the Amish. You're right.
She's a scam DeLorean.
Yeah. And in fact, yeah, and Ken Jack Ben is here. You know what? Ken Jack Ben says pumpkins for all. I saw that. It's right there. Pumpkins for everyone. Absolutely. Our friend. Ed Brewer says happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Look, here's our friend Dollified is one of the amazing people that works at Bounding Into Comics, the people who produce the articles, and many of the articles that we here in the community use. Thank you for your hard work, Donald. We appreciate you guys so very much. Yeah, I mean, Anita is a grifter from the word go. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you do. I guess we could just ignore her, but the backlash on it was huge and hilarious. I mean, that tweet was just epically bad. Thank you for the super sticker, Jake D. I do appreciate your support, as you know. It looks like that was a Doomacorn. Doom. So someday, like I said, when I am not overly busy, I will clip that from Mary and also from Makini90 because I like the way he does it as well. Back to the comments from you amazing human beings. I don't know what this is. I tried to highlight it. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a firearm of some sort. Which can you diagnose that for me? Oh, it looks like a sniper. Yeah, very good. Oh, okay, I got it. Yep. Cool. Doom. Yeah, very good. Hey, Mark, the Amish are too moral to take. It's true. They're way too moral to take Anita in. It's absolutely true. She's got a problem with female Mandalorian. She might not like female Klingon. Oh, I know. The Klingon armor was amazing, don't you think?
Yeah, it's the way it Klingons to their body.
As a ginger, I think we need more gingers in Hollywood to stay ginger. And yeah, Lord Thoth, it's odd. I don't know what the deal is. The war on the people with red hair in Hollywood. Just to head you off at CultureCasino, what's going on with megacorps is the reason why megacorps should not be a thing. They become either monopolies or like 500-pound people. Yeah, and we will get there, my very good friend. We will get there. And we're having a little infighting here in the chat. Just people playing around, having fun. So, all right, guys, we're going to move on. We've got some other stuff to talk about. One of these things the wonderful Steve Kenobi brought me in on, and I truly appreciate, is some news that if you caught the very beginning of the stream, you saw a little bit of a preview of this subject. And we will get back into Disney Star Wars after this. We have one thing to talk about there, which is kind of funny. But Richard Donner is right now working on Lethal Weapon 5. He's working on it right now. He's writing it. It was confirmed in an interview that our friend Mel Gibson did. So I'll read this very quickly. Here is the GOAT appearing on Good Morning America to promote upcoming Christmas movie Fat Man, which I can't wait to see. The interview does the right thing and asks the all-important question, is Lethal Weaponing still happening? Or Lethal Weapon 5 still happening? And Mel responds with the following. Yeah, no, absolutely. And the man who is behind all that, the man who brought it to the screen and gave it all the goodies, is working on it right now. Richard Donner, he's a legend. Now, we had heard some words that this was happening back in January, as this article alludes to, but it looks like it's going to be called Lethal Finale. So I thought that was kind of cool. I really did. This is it's going to be a lot of fun. Donner is 90 years old. I didn't know that, and is quite lucid for a man his age. And Clint Eastwood is the same age. So that's going to be just truly amazing. But I'm very excited to see this film. Okay, so Stieg, this is your baby. Are you pumped up for this or what, my friend?
Yes, because they're gonna use the original cast. Everyone's aboard, and you have Richard Donner. You can't make Lethal Weapon without Richard Donner.
Oh yeah.
So you have everyone on board. Everything's looking good. And this series is a series that has not had a bad entry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's no reason to think number 5 will be bad.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I agree with you. I think unlike Die Hard, which kind of had some ups and downs along the way, I think that you're absolutely correct. I don't think there is a weak entry in this series. And if Donner has put this together like he did the previous 4, I'm very excited. Plus, if he brings back one of my favorite redheaded characters, I will be equally excited.
Yeah, and I see people in the chat saying that it's not necessary. I can agree because the fourth one ended perfectly, right? It rounded things up, and everyone was happy ever after. But still, I'd rather take Lethal Weapon 5 than Spider-Man 18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too. Me too. I don't want to see another origin story about the Joker. I don't want to see another origin story about Spider-Man. I want them to assume that I've seen an origin and I understand where the character came from, and I want them to go forward from there. When I see a sequel like this, even when I used to be so against sequels to films, there are some franchises that can do them and do them well. And I think Lethal Weapon is an example of doing it the proper way.
Yeah. And, how many damn times do we have to see Bruce Wayne's parents get killed? I mean, we know it already. They're dead. That's why it's Batman, right?
Yeah.
Arguably, they're probably the most killed characters on screen now.
Oh, yeah, the Waynes? Yeah, I would think so.
They're starting to, they're probably catching up to Kenny from South Park.
I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I think it's close. I got a lovely super sticker from our friend Wes Moody. Thank you so very much, Wes. I appreciate that, sir. And your interview with Lorena Creole was brilliant today. I loved that premiere. Being pre-recorded and all, it went flawlessly, and you guys being in the chat was great. I'll have to consider doing that as an interview in the future, but that is just awesome. So thank you for the super sticker, sir. I truly appreciate it with the red thumbs up. But you know what? Here we go. Vigilante Williamson. No, don't do Lethal Weapon 5. I'm curious now. Is that because we don't want it to fall into the same pits that some of these franchises have? Is that why Vigilante Williamson? I'm just curious. Oh
I don't think
wow!
that's I don't
Look,
think that's I don't think that's going to happen because we have Richard Donner on board, and you have Glover and Gibson, and you know they're going to stick to what the fans love. You know,
yeah, I think so. And that Lou Rhiannon Makara, Lethal Weapon 5. Joe Pesci spends 90 minutes griping about Subway sandwiches. Sure, I'll watch. Oh man, yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
I would watch that.
Oh no, do I have a bot cleaning my chat? All right. Well, sorry, bot. The guy who did Battle Royale was something like 82. Yeah, actually, I guess in the article we were just looking at, Clint Eastwood had a friend that was a director and directed films up until he's 104. That's getting up there. So,
Oh.
yeah, they're like what, in their 60s? Yeah, but here's the thing. So is Stallone, and so is Schwarzenegger, and so are many of the guys that appeared in the last Expendables film. I don't have a problem with people that are older having old man skills. Lord Thoth.
No, it's more fun. It's old school. You know.
Yeah, Mel Gibson may have to take one out of one of Danny's lines. I'm too old for this stuff. Riggs, I'm too old for this stuff. Gonna be good. Gonna be good. Let's see. What do we got here, guys? Accidental Tourist is here. Hey, buddy. Didn't see you pop in. Good to see you. The TV show, that was awful. It was awful. Did you see that show? Did you see the American television show based on this? That was like last year, I think.
I watched 15 minutes and I was like, nope.
Yeah, I tapped out right away. I was like, no, this is gonna suck. It's very bad.
I don't know if it sucked. It was just it wasn't Lethal Weapon for me. You know, it's just it was a cop show with that had the same name.
Oh, okay. Dollified asks a question. I wonder what comments that the Google moderator will delete. I don't know. We haven't said anything controversial yet, and I certainly don't. I don't have a penchant to use foul language on my stream, although my guests do from time to time, which I'm okay with. This stream isn't monetized. I learned a valuable lesson not to do that. So, yeah, and of course my channel is absent most political stuff. Or all of it actually. The only time it's even mentioned is in the form of entertainment. So I don't know, kind of weird, but we'll see. Hello, Cheetah, Lucy. Oh yeah, Lucy Lou's awesome. If that's who you're referring to, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Okay, Vigilante Williamson. I think that was in reference to what I asked earlier. I really hope that's not true. I hope that they're able to contain it within the characters that we already know. I mean, that's the conversation. And if it's Donner, I have no reason to expect that it would fluctuate or change. And if it does, it won't make any money.
If you think about it, it's already technically woke. It has a strong female in it. It has African Americans in it. Last one had Asians as well. You know.
Yeah. I like. All
the boxes are checked.
Yeah, I like good storytelling, and to me, it doesn't matter if they're you're as long as you're writing good characters. I don't know how you fit a lot of the other weird check boxes into that. This is not a film that's going to win an Oscar, guys. So I don't know why you would even bother to check boxes, but hey.
It's going to be about Riggs and Murtaugh getting defunded.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I had to say it.
That's funny. This is a good question. Jesse asked, do Gibson and Glover get along? Gibson is course. Glover donates to bailing out bad actors.
They get along swimmingly.
Look, that's the thing. You can have a difference of opinion when it comes to various subjects and still be friends. I don't agree with Wes Moody all the time. Believe me, if you've watched Wes and I go back and forth on subject matter, you can tell. But you know what? We're very good friends, and I value that. Tom and I, for example, you'll hear us go back and forth on varying plot points in movies, arguments over, what's good, what's bad, and all of that. And you know what? Normal, ordinary adult discourse is fine. You can still remain friends. It's okay. That's what it's like being an adult. I think everybody here, all 58 of you right now, I think you can agree with that. So
yeah, be an adult, not adult.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Renee Russo. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just didn't say her name, Lord Thoth. Yes. She is tremendous. Still one of the best parts, actually, between her and Pierce Brosnan in the film where he is an art thief billionaire is really great. And that just fell out of my head. It was one of my top movies just a couple weeks ago on Christie's channel. And now the title is gone. I don't know. This is what happens on stream, guys. But yes, Rene Russo's brilliant. Absolutely. Godfather 2, great film, in my opinion. Evil Dead 2, one of my very favorite movies of all time. Yep. Okay, I agree with the origin stories. Let's do neither. Let's make original stories again. Yes. How about that? How about making an original story? Let it survive on its own. And Cavatenio Che. Welcome, sir. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I'll stop. I think I've made my point. Oh, yes, sir. 3 bags full. Batman and Spider-Man are so iconic. If you don't know the origin of them, that's on you. Absolutely. Their sticking power is waning.
Excellent. 8
that
out
is
of 10, sir.
That is a Sneak quality one right there. You friggin' nailed it, Terry. Thank you.
If you do a 10 out of 10, it's not supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be so bad it makes people angry. That's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, Nano Reaper, I think that would be great. Batman's parents survive and Bruce is the one that dies. So his parents become vigilantes and kill the bad guy. That would be awesome. Talk about an original take on it. Maybe call it the Bats, right?
Or the Avengers.
The Avengers. Oh, you guys are brilliant. I love this chat. You guys are so much fun. I love this so much fun. Let's see. Judicon is here. Hey, Judicon, good to see you. If I missed anybody, I'm terribly sorry. The chat is jumping on me all over the place. Bruce Willis is up there. Yeah, he is, and he keeps doing them. How much vision can a 104-year-old director have? I don't know. I have pretty good glasses as my eyes start to fail. But if you mean his vision is in creative ability, you'd be surprised. My grandfather...
I think his vision would be 52.
My grandfather was still very brilliant and creative up till his last week of life. So I would have to say that when things go in that age, they go very quickly. Let's see. Jen had to clean over 800 videos to get her join button, and that is Disney. Holy cow, I had no idea. That's nuts. Let's see. Jesse Miller at the Crow's Nest, maybe saying isn't phobe stuff will summon the... Yeah, that's true. I don't say any of those things mostly. I mean, I'm that's just not the way I am. How odd. A website wrongly categorizing right-wing channels is developed and published, and now we're getting Google. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But fortunately, I'm not on there. And if I were to get on there, I would consult my attorney to send the Australian version of a cease and desist at this point, because that's an Australian-based person in Auckland, if I remember properly. So, but yeah, Thomas Crown Affair. Thank you. Yes, I know, guys. I know. Yeah, great film. Hey, LDG Pixels is here. You know what? You were my promoted banner yesterday on the video I did. So thanks for being in the chat. I really appreciate it, sir. And if you guys are having difficulty with your PC, this is the human being that will help you out on a live stream on his channel. So be sure to check that out, guys. It's pretty awesome. I don't trust Hollywood to do anything, even if it isn't woke. It's still, I still doubt it will be made as well as what came before and will tarnish the series. Make original stories again. You know what? I can't argue with that. It's a very strong and valid point, my friend. It really, truly is.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it really, truly is.
But you know, you got to have a little hope.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying. Yeah, but hope's not a plan, as Gary's famous for saying, and I've heard that my whole life, actually. The Tailor of Panama. No, that's a really cool movie if you guys get a chance to see that one. I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's a good film. My goodness, this is overly generous, my friend. Man of War 665 says, we need more crotchety old farts in movies today. And remember, Metamucil is a miracle worker. It really does work, from the anecdotal evidence that I've collected from elderly family members. So yeah, it does help. Absolutely. It gets things moving so you can get moving. Oh, you guys are so great. This is so much fun. I can't even believe that. Variations on a theme. Absolutely. I mean, you can tell an original story on a variation. And Flashpoint. We're going to have to see what happens with their version of Flashpoint that's coming down the pipe, guys, because I'm kind of concerned. Have you heard anything about that, Stieg, that you can comment on?
No, I'm not heavy into superhero stuff at all. I'll watch them, but I'm not, heavily invested, right?
Yeah. And to answer this question, Jesse, yeah, I'm using Top Chat on the browser window that I have open just for the chat, the pop-out chat. But I'm also using the StreamYard chat. So the StreamYard chat should catch them all, I believe. So at least I hope so. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Let's see. Have you watched the trailer for Tom and Jerry yet? It dropped today. No. Oh gosh, yes. FYI, Nintendo is promoting Brie Larson playing her Switch on their YouTube channel. Yes, they are. I linked the promoted cheat to certain parties so that they could cover that this evening. So you will see many of the creators in the fourth wave, especially TR4, probably tonight, cover that amongst others. So just be aware. We know I got it within the first 5 minutes of it hitting. So, but thank you very much.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Tom and Jerry was the best. Tom and Jerry was the old stuff, where the cat was completely destroyed.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to see that in the movie at all.
Nope. No. This is funny. Let's see. Wookie Sperm says, I have a right-wing channel. Sign me up. Well, hey, dude, you might get signed up automatically, but I think the threshold for this guy, this very disingenuous human being, who's just trying to get paid by that, and who has been ogling over Google for several years based on the previous tweets that he published. I think the threshold's 10,000 subscribers. So, Wook, you got a little ways to go, but it would be probably good promotion for you, my friend. What was the other same era Pierce Brosnan movie with Selma Hayek? It was good. Oh gosh, you're testing the memory banks now. I'll have to go through my collection and check it out. I pretty much have as much physical media, well, not nearly as much as Tom, but I'm getting there. I'm a big believer in it. Absolutely. New Zealand, not Auckland. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's somewhere in Australia. I think, but it's. Yeah, I know people hate when New Zealand and Australia are lumped together. I know that, but yeah, I thought it was Auckland University, but I could be wrong. Anyway, he's some kind of a.
I feel like I'm missing something here, but
okay. So did you hear about the guy that made this website that filters YouTube people by so supposedly their political leanings or belief systems or whatever, when many of the channels, I should say, there are obviously some that are leaning one direction or the other. Anyway, he created it. I think it was called Transparency Tube, but I will not give him any more time than just saying that name once. So
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, yeah, you missed nothing. Yeah, live stream tech support. It is courageous and it's brilliant and it's very helpful. And like I say, LDG is a big believer in the same philosophy that I believe in, which is I was put on this planet to help and aid others, to be of service, and that's a key element in my life's philosophy. Badass gun toting Batman and Maggie would from TWD would make a good lady joke. Yeah, could be pretty cool. Could be. Yes, hope is not a sound strategy. Absolutely not. Walton's brew does work better than Metamucil. We've seen the video evidence of that. And Jin says Metamucil is great. I take the pill version, easy and quick. Absolutely, it does work.
What is that?
It's a fiber. It's a fiber. It boosts fiber in your system. It's essentially liquid fiber. You mix it into water, and it helps you eliminate waste in your system.
Hmm.
Yeah. They have it in pill form as well. Okay, Jesse, good to see you, and I'm glad you were here, my friend. I can't wait to hang out with you sometime. We need to do a live stream together, dude. The last Scooby was woke. Nintendo stock was always $52. Switch has it up to 63. Yeah. They did really well. The global crisis definitely sold a bunch of units for them. So, yeah, culture. It is 10K subs. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Twitter's in big trouble. Yeah, I saw some of that coverage today. I'm concerned with some of these platforms. That's for sure. Boy, Borg, I don't know. I really don't know. Rather watch real Itchy and Scratchy movie. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Itchy and Scratchy were so great.
You know what I want to see in live action?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Mask?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the helmets?
Yeah.
That one would work as a live action movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It would be great. It would be great. Lord Thoth, great philosophy. If more of us had the same one to help others in need. Oh, absolutely, Lord Thoth. But I was brought up that way. Both sides of my family were very focused on service to others. So yeah, it's count your blessings and visit them upon others. That's another philosophy as well. What's up, y'all? Relax. I'm here now. Hey, another monster. Stieg was just talking about waiting for you. We were gonna wait, and then we had to get started. Right, Stieg?
No.
That's very true. Oh, you guys are great. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yeah. Look at this. Hail, CultureCasino. My best friend, Steve Kenobi. Well, hail. All right. Well, we beat that horse to pieces. So let's move along. We've got more to cover. We're going to revisit Disney Star Wars again, real quick. I think you all want that to happen, right? You guys all want that to happen? I think so. And then we're going to get into our last subject because we're about 43 minutes in, and we've been hanging out with you guys. It's been fun. The chat's been on fire. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate you. And again, thank you so very much for the super chat that you sent in, Man of War. I really do appreciate that. That was overly generous, and it's more than a little bit appreciated. Just so you know, you guys are just absolutely great. And let's shoot here. Hey, Steve, ready for this one?
Yeah.
Could someone explain why this Mon Calamari is wearing a sweater from JCPenney's?
Because that's where it's from.
I know. But I thought this was a galaxy far, far away, Stieg.
Yeah. I'm having fun with this because just a few days ago, I mentioned on Twitter that this show is lazy. And people got upset. And, well, here you go. It's lazy.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
This is an aquatic alien.
Mm-hmm.
And he's staying warm and dry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Someone didn't think this through.
No. What's really odd is they have him dressed up as a fishmonger, wearing a sweater, even though it's basically a ship repair service person, right?
Yeah, which is even weirder because the Mon Calamari are more advanced than most of the human civilizations in Star Wars. Because the Rebel cruisers, the Mon Calamari made those. It's called a Mon Calamari cruiser, and we see them in their, on their planet in the Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff. They have
Yeah.
cities underwater, and they're
Yeah.
highly advanced. But now they're they've reached a level of deadliest catch.
Maybe so. Which is another weird thing. Spaceships don't work on this, so we're gonna have ships on water.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. And yeah, thank you for your stream. Well, thank you, Vigilante Williamson. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate your insights and input. So
it's like it's a crab trap.
It's a trap. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're already working on a Mask movie. That's awesome. I'd heard that.
I did not know that. I need to look it up.
Yeah, no, you guys are on fire. I love everybody in this chat. You guys are incredible. Yeah, this sweater was on sale. This cable sweater, I think many folks have a family member, if not themselves, that own this. I think I've seen this sweater all the way back to the 1980s. This exact design of cable sweater. Yeah,
you know
it's insane.
He looks like one of my old neighbors that was a fisherman.
Yeah,
it looks like him wearing a fish mask. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I mean, it is a lady's sweater. Yeah, it definitely is a lady's sweater. And Thanatos Felicitas. There we go. I'm sorry, I added extra syllables to your name. Syllables. But yeah, this is definitely a female sweater. I've seen it. I guarantee you, it is, Jesse. I've seen it many a times.
It's a gender neutral fishman.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, fish person.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we don't know. But it's really weird. It's really weird.
Maybe he's transoceanic.
That's a lot of N's and M's. That's pretty cool. That's a cool name. I like that. Willie Woodward for a $2 super chat says, simping for culture. Sorry, I can't move more. Willie, you don't have to give me anything, my friend. I still acknowledge you, my friend. And I really appreciate the work that you're doing on your own creation. Guys, Willie is in the process of putting together a brilliant animated featurette that hopefully he'll let me be a part of by doing some voiceover work for him for free. But yeah, we are creators by nature, Willie, and we always want to make things.
I'll do the Kenobi voice for you if you need it.
Are the Mon Calamari from a tropical planet? I don't think it's tropical per se. It's a primarily water-based planet.
Yeah, it's just an ocean planet, kind of like Camino in episode 2.
I see. Oh, another monster has a different theory. His mother knitted that sweater for him at CultureCasino. Oh, okay, all right. Just looks remarkably similar to.
Oh, so that's what they said I was nitpicking.
No, it is. You are definitely yeah. It's a trap. Very very true. Yeah, Paramount is working with Hasbro on a Mask movie. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I'd heard that. Yeah, sonar in space. The moment they exited the atmosphere and how they re-entered with a hole. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many problems with. Dad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Actually, it's just habit with me. I don't know. This series already had some. Yeah, I know. It's insane. It actually had more moments than just the re-entry with the hole in the ship thing. I mean, there've been a lot of problems. The fobs, they work sometimes. They don't work other times. I mean, you find this person, but you can't find your own. I mean, give me some strength.
Why didn't the Empire use the fobs to find the rebels and Obi-Wan and Yoda? Or why didn't the New Order use it to find Luke?
Would have been really easy to find Luke. Really simple. I have a tracking fob. Let's go find him. You could have rounded up the original gang and ended the movie right there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 6 Starship Alien. Calamari need to shop too. Well, absolutely. But in a galaxy far, far away, is there there's like space JCPenney?
Probably.
I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, I don't understand how the ship didn't explode on re-entry. There's all kinds of problems with that And not only that, with the repair job, but
you see the same problem in Rise of Skywalker with the piece of the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
That one should have burned up.
It was gone. It would have been gone. There would have been nothing left. Atmospheric reentry. Yeah. Even if it can support, you know what? I don't even want to go there. It just makes me very, very angry that we get stuff like that. I want the pants. Yeah. The fishmonger bib. Is that what you're talking about? Or the jeans that the lady's wearing in that picture? Because dang. Product placement in a galaxy far, far away. Amazon delivers. Yeah, absolutely. Heath Fabulous. All right. Well, after the defeat of the Empire, the economy took a massive downturn, and there were massive layoffs. So Armand Calamari was forced to be a repair tech on this backwater planet. Yeah.
How can the Mandalorian even afford that? Because it's been established in several episodes that he can't afford to fix his ship. He has to do a job every time. Now all of a sudden he has money for it, even though he hasn't done actual bounty hunting for God knows how long.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: how is he earning money right now to pay for the fuel to go planet to planet to do what he's doing? Because we haven't seen him do anything, and he's been paying for repairs and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, and he's more of a postman now, isn't he?
Yeah, kind of going from place to place, maybe. Yeah, delivering packages. Yeah, he's not a very good one either because he's you know what? Don't even want. We can go there, but this is funny. Mon Calamari gifted sweater by Rey Skywalker. She can also knit professionally. Well, that's awesome. She probably would fit in with some of those knitting circles that they were talking about on Gary's channel this weekend. Did you catch any of the Friday Night Tights? That was pretty awesome. I had no idea it was so cutthroat in the knitting world. Oh my God. JCPenney's Prince catalog had a great bra section. Oh, absolutely. When I was a kid, yeah, that and Victoria's Secret. Oh, absolutely. Well, Victoria's Secret was a little later, but yeah, Sears and JCPenney, they can get you, get young folks through critical times in their lives.
Don't tell Anita.
All right. Yeah. I used to look through the catalogs with a lighter. I know. I hated this last episode. 19K Fox, thank you for being here, my friend. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're back on the platform. Guys, if you are not subscribed to my friend 19K Fox, you should be. His bourbon talks are fantastic. His short reviews on a television and film are brilliant. He does them in a very short period of time, and he's got a unique and fun way of going about it. So I really do appreciate him. Thanks for being here, my friend. And I didn't like the last episode either. I liked elements of the last episode, and I liked the fact that it felt a little more action-packed, Star Warsy. But just not my favorite thing. Calamari fried with lemon and cocktail sauce. Dinner. Yeah, actually, calamari is very, very good.
All of a sudden, aging isn't a thing in Star Wars anymore either.
Deviant. It made me angry. So it's your show. Just don't put a hole in the ship. Absolutely. They could have. There's so many different things. I mean, they're trying to create obstacles. Things for the character to overcome. There were other obstacles you could have put in the way. Like a path out of the atmosphere. That would have made it a challenge. You didn't have to shoot holes or create holes in the fuselage. But whatever.
Or they could have had an Imperial ship attack them to remind the viewers that they're searching for Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Here's the thing. I almost have reached the point at which I'm going to stop paying attention completely. So I understand the sentiment. Mando is fast becoming lame-o.
If the writers can't pay attention, why should the viewers?
Yeah. Well, they can't. And that's the problem. It's the same problem that's going on with the Star Trek series that are running right now. You're like, I tap out. I'm done. I can't, I give up. You're making bad shows. And so no wonder your viewership's garbage.
Well, this is classic Dave Filoni. Did the same damn thing with Rebels and the Clone Wars. And people just, Ahsoka's cool, so the show is good, right?
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I mean there are some spin-off shows coming, guys, and I'm going to let Ryan drop some news that I've been hinting at him for a while. But there are some spin-offs coming from this show. And I think you actually made the point off stream, Stieg. Please say it again because I think everybody needs to hear it.
The one where I think the Mandalorian is kind of like a hub.
Yes.
Yeah. It's basically an introduction show for other spin-off shows, and I think they're going to hand Baby Yoda over to Ahsoka so she can carry him over to her show, and then Baby Yoda will give that show a boost from the get-go. Plus, they get to have Ahsoka be a single mom.
And I can either confirm or deny that I've heard anything that even is remotely similar to that. That's how I'm going to say that. But this is a great line here. They knit now? They knit now. They knit now. Absolutely. Space Platinum is yep. Yeah, Space Mr. T. Yeah. Oh man, you guys are so great. Oh my god, your chat is on fire. Walked into this thing a million times so far. Not sure which that is, but okay. And Mando doesn't know how to balance his checkbook. He's spiraling in debt faster than Disney. Absolutely. And with that, we are getting ready to move on, guys. You guys, there are great comments in here. I appreciate all of them. You guys are incredible. Yeah, it's great. And yeah, this is exactly what Stieg was saying. The baton passed between shows. It's a solid theory, guys. It's a solid theory. That armor is shiny and precious. My precious. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to move along. We've got one more thing I want to talk about, and you guys already know what it is. It's the main subject here. And we're going to just kick it off with the subject of my video yesterday, because this is going to be a jumping off point. AT&T is stuck with CNN for now. Now, this article was done in August, except that we now know for sure that CNN is on the market for sale still, and has been for quite some time. They can't they can't keep this. It's not making them money. It's not going to be any more valuable than it is right at this moment, because again, their only subject matter for the bulk of this last year has been the executive branch of the the American political system, the leadership in this country, and it's a problem now. Being as you're from another country, my friend, what do you think about CNN and the fact that it is essentially a anchor tied to AT&T's ankles?
Well, didn't they have to pay out $250 to one of the Covington kids too?
Yeah, the actual giant price tag that they had to pay for that has not been revealed. It's covered under non-disclosure.
It said 250.
250 what
million.
Exactly?
$1 million.
Yeah, I think that it's quite possible it could have been close to that. I again, the actual figure wasn't completely disclosed as far as I know, or at least not officially, but it's one of those things that obviously they opened themselves up for that, and they will in the future, because they have a tendency, just like the Atlantic, to publish inaccurate, slanderous, libelous information consistently.
Yeah, and I saw someone shared a link that showed, despite CNN being shown at airports and stuff, they had less viewers than Ancient Aliens.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They are forced. This is a conversation that we had on Sunday. They have forced viewership in airports because they pay for equipment upgrades, and they provide the access to cable services in the major airports in this country. They have a contract to do that, but that gives them artificial viewership in those airports. So there you are. And of course, AT&T has record debt. It's $150 billion. It was higher than that, over 180 some or 160 some, depending upon when you were looking at their books in the last couple of years. Their purchase of DirecTV, which I think was really dumb, and then they added Time Warner for $84.5 billion, and if you count in the debt, it was like $109 million. That was really ridiculous. They essentially bought all of this debt, so they think that they can get about $20 billion on their sale of DirecTV. But as I revealed yesterday, the best analysts can place CNN at is about $5 billion. It's not very good.
No. Well, what I'm thinking is they made their bed, may they rot in it.
Well, if they want to part with CNN, it's going to be at a loss, I expect. I don't think they're going to get the $7 billion that they're hoping for. And I think they'll be lucky if they get the $5 billion. Back when this article was done, it was kind of pointing the finger towards Disney or Viacom CBS because they have news divisions they could pad out with CNN. Right. But Disney's in no position to acquire anything else. And CBS Viacom is swimming in debt that and a structure plan that they can't fulfill as part of their merger agreement, with the government. So there's some real problems with this thought process here. They are also trying to unload Cartoon Network, TNT, TBS, and one more of their underperforming networks. So we'll have to see what comes of this. What happens? It's a really weird place for companies to be in. And one of their potential suitors has been billionaire Jeff Bezos. He's looking to buy CNN from AT&T. This story comes from November 2nd, so something even more recent. It's quite possible he's willing to do so, but I think it's going to be at a discount. I think he would spend about $5 billion on it. It would also be something to pad out the Amazon Prime, with a cable news outlet that could be just thrown in there for free for everyone that has Amazon Prime. So we'll have to see. The antitrust folks are going to have their say on this. There's no doubt about it. But I thought this was interesting. What would you think about Bezos being in line for purchasing CNN?
I don't know. I think Amazon is getting too big.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a good thing.
No. No, and I think that's why it won't get past the the antitrust folks. I don't think it will get past them at all. So, we'll have to see. Actually, yeah, I was surprised too. Vigilante Williamson. It isn't worth the $5 billion, but based on the best analysts in the country right now, they value the company at $5 billion. So I thought it would be more than that, but it wasn't. So, CNN gets less viewers than a YouTube stream I mod for. Yeah, I know that. Look, I know. It's insane. And Ancient Aliens is amazing. So, yeah. Memes, some lols at CNN going under and trying to sell. Yeah, well, actually, it's AT&T who needs to unload them because of the massive amount of debt that they're in. Like I said, the thing that concerns me when it comes to these large media corps and Disney's, again, all of these companies are in this. You know what I mean? Disney's in the same position. CBS Viacom is in the same position. Why do you think, guys, Warner Media is trying to unload properties right now? They're trying to unload things. I think they got rid of Crunchyroll to Sony, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody's trying to get rid of debt.
Yeah, and the debt keeps building. So it's like there's a hole in the boat and then they're trying to empty it with a bucket, right?
Yeah. And the biggest problem is that This problem doesn't go away. They're going to face even greater problems because they're going to have less consumers consuming their goods, because if the economic situation gets difficult, which it could
Yeah,
in this country.
I'm thinking Disney might be in real trouble if they have if the next 2 or 3 movies end up like Mulan, right?
And they are slated to have that kind of difficulty. In fact, as we see, some of these major project releases could go onto the streaming platforms, including for Warner, Wonder Woman 1984, which, because of the way they treated the subject matter and the villain in that film, is going to be as timely as, I don't know, referring to a swatch as something that's popular now. I mean, it's not very topical, and that's what they were shooting for rather than timeless. And that's the problem with media now. They create these topical products instead of the timeless products, and that's where they're all falling down.
Yeah,
So, and
well,
yeah,
they hire people that can't think timeless, so
yeah,
that's what you get. And a lot of these movies won't be rewatchable in 20
no.
years, like the movies from the 80s are still rewatchable now.
Yeah, I mean, I can reach over because the bottom shelf here is full of 4 deep of DVDs here on my giant bookcase that's on this side of the room. And I can reach down here for any of these 80s movies, and I can watch almost every single one of them again and enjoy them just as much as I did probably the very first time. So, and yeah, antitrust is a big thing, and we're starting to get to a point where we need to revisit it upon many of these corporations, just like we did with the Bell Corporation, which became AT&T and other things. So, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe AT&T are expecting massive government bailout courtesy of the taxpayer. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. They will not have public will behind that, and you have to get that through a bunch of committees to get it there. And I don't. If anybody is paying attention, and believe me, we are as taxpayers right now. I'm not paying for one more government bailout of a publicly traded corporation. There's no point. If they have market value, then they should be treated with market value. I'm not interested in public ownership of publicly traded companies. I think that if you want to own it as a member of the public, you're welcome to buy it on the stock market, but otherwise, not with tax dollars. So I know you don't live here, Stieg, but what do you think about that?
Not much.
Yeah.
But you make a fair point, and I think that already countries, not just the United States, put all kinds of stuff on the taxpayers that's not supposed to be on the taxpayers, tax, right?
Yeah, I know you live in a country with a heavier tax burden and a lot of variously progressive policies. But I always find it interesting to get a perspective from someone outside of the U.S. So I'm, again, another wonderful reason why you're here, because I appreciate it. Parrothead's right. They wouldn't be in this situation if they didn't put out garbage. It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. 69 likes. That's right, guys. If you haven't hit the like button because my moderators are busy, please hit the like button, guys. Please. That would be great. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here, by the way. We still have 66 folks in the chat. It's been going up and down, around 70 folks. That's about where we normally sit. So thank you very much for being here. Hopefully this show grows and expands and gets shared, and eventually we end up with thousands of people. I doubt it, but I'd love it. It'd be great. Someday. Always have goals, right? Never give Bond villains huge companies. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like Bezos, right? We're starting to see him as a Bond villain.
It's kind of like Tomorrow Never Dies. This is the second Brosnan movie. It's kind of relevant today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like View to a Kill, or
oh yeah.
Yeah, and 66 Starship Alien says there is no way with CNN's ratings they could stay on air in normal circumstances. They are being looked after by an entity with an agenda. We would have to see. The salt must flow. Yeah, no, look, if they go, if a foreign investor came in and bought them up from an Asian country, would that surprise me?
I hope some Russians buy it. That would be awesome.
That would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. Yeah, 5 million subs. Crowder grew like crazy. Absolutely. Hey, YetiCast. Boy, I'm hearing some great things about you, my friend. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. YetiCast has a channel, guys, and Mongo's Big Thinks has very positive feelings about it. So I'm actually going to reach out here, and we'll see if we can get YetiCast to show up on one of our streams. I think that'll be great. So that's awesome. Oh my goodness. An overly generous Jesse Miller super chat. Thank you, sir. The truth is not worth anything. Well, I understand the sentiment and where it comes from. Cable is dead. That's 1,000% true. Even YouTube is dying now that they're trying to force corporatism down everyone's throat. Well, they may not be doing themselves favors if they're trying to curate their content creators and dismiss them. So yeah, that's true. I give them about 350. 350. I love that line. I'm not a big guy. I don't use a lot of clips. It's just not that's not my bag. But yeah, that would be the perfect time. About 350. Yeah, no, it would be awesome. But thank you, Jesse, for this. And you make some great points. The truth is incredibly valuable. We just often don't get it. We get a version of someone's truth, maybe not the actual truth. We strayed a long time ago in journalism. Once the 24-hour news cycle became less about coverage of actual events around the world and became more about discussion narratives in this country, I think that's when worldwide, I think that's when we started to have a problem.
It's not about being factual anymore. It's about being first, and it's about being the loudest.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, there are several news outlets that have to, that have to get spanked on the hiney every once in a while. The Atlantic got a pretty decent one a couple of times recently. NPR just got one, but the problem is that they don't stick around. People don't have the memory. They're not provided with enough information. It's difficult. I was affected by AT&T divestiture back in the day. Yes, going back into the late '80s, right when they broke up the Bells in the early '90s. Not an AT&T fan. Yeah, not a fan. I understand that, Apex. Thanks for being here. Good to see you guys. Yeah, those of you that popped in. Hey, old Latino Slant. You know what, guys? I think I get to be on Latino Slant's channel Sunday, right after my Sunday Culture Review. I think I'm going to flow over there and do his amazing program that follows mine. So I'm very excited about that. Thanks for being here, Latino Slant. I appreciate you following.
I'm going to be on his channel too.
Oh, really?
He got me to watch a movie with Latino actors, and I'm going to be on there talking with him about that.
Which film?
The Believers. That's Jimmy Smith.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith is great.
And Latino is going to have to watch the Norwegian movie, and we'll do a reverse later on.
All right. Well, speaking of which, you have a huge new project with Christy that's about ready to get done, right? I mean, she's working on the editing now. That's a new show you guys are doing together, right?
Well, it's going to be like a monthly thing whenever we feel like it. And cool. It's going to be, it's a thing.
All right.
You have the intro if you want to play it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. I won't do that on the show. I don't want to blow it up. But you guys are amazing. I'm really excited for you. That show is going to be fun and wonderful. I think everybody will enjoy it. You guys will know it when you see it. I think she
has it on her channel now as a preview.
She has the intro on there as her channel. Yeah. I think you guys should check it out. It's going to be great. Vigilante Williamson. Alphabet is long overdue for antitrust. Owning Google and YouTube is OP. Yep. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see. When AT&T wasn't SBC. Yeah. Southern Bell Corporation. Yeah. I remember all those things. I keep track of a lot of that stuff. Fox tanked themselves to third below CNN. Yeah, in less than 2 months, they went from number one by a landslide, by a huge majority of share in market share, to number three. Wonder how you did that, man. Good to see Ewan McGregor here in the chat. Yeah, I
Oh,
love
thank
it when
you.
Steve's here. I love it when Steve's here.
I love that.
My sentiment is exactly this. Yeah, no thank you bailouts, especially when my industry is villainized by that media. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I know exactly where you're coming from, my friend. 71 likes, 63 people. Everybody's starting to tap out, which I don't blame you. We're running a little long. We've covered a lot of subjects. Disney is in the same position that we did, that we were before. When in the 80s, when they were having just far too much debt and not enough support to keep them afloat. We nearly lost Disney in the 80s, guys, and Disney's in this position. CBS, Viacom, AT&T, all these mega media corps. In fact, Comcast, Universal is in a serious debt position, not nearly as bad as these other companies, but they're not being talked about. They've taken the steps, and all of these companies have taken steps to lay off people, to eliminate divisions, all of these things, which is prudent on their part, but it's more about being leaner, meaner, and trying to limit their financial exposure in the future. 6.3 trillion bailout divided by 210 million adult Americans is just under 30K per adult Americans.
Yeah,
how about you just forgive my taxes for 5 years? I feel better about that. Anyway.
So let's say Disney goes bankrupt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean all their franchises will get sold on the cheap?
No, it means that, well, here's what happens. They would go into a restructuring, which would protect them from their creditors to a certain extent. They would restructure their debt under that type of an arrangement, would be my guess, and still operate as Disney. But their position financially would be hampered greatly, and their ability to borrow funds would be virtually eliminated. So there would be a real problem for the stock market. That type of event could drop the Dow in such a way that it would be felt for months. So that would be bad. And you're talking about a company that produced over 40% of total box office revenue for the year 2019. That's how much entertainment they have. They are essentially 1/3 of the entertainment market, and yet they produced well over 40% of the entertainment dollars in just box office.
They did have Endgame, though.
They did. They had a record number of billion-dollar films.
Yeah.
In 1 year. But again, they controlled 40% of all box office receipts in 2019. So that's insane.
That's amazing. But that's what you get when you have franchises, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And View to a Kill was a great film. Walken was at almost his very best in that film. I love him as a villain in View to a Kill. He does a good job. There were some elements of that film I didn't enjoy, but it was really good.
A View to a Kill is has the on-screen debut of Dolph Lundgren. Plays General Gogol's bodyguard in it, because he got the role because he was dating Grace Jones.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Cavatenio Check. Cavatenio. I'm getting close to saying that right. CultureCasino. Just read that USA Gymnastics now has a transgender and non-binary inclusive policy now to promote inclusivity. Which sport is next?
Pissing contests.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to hurt women's sports.
Karen Prime asks a legit question. Will you remember us when you're swallowed up by the many thousands in the chat? I absolutely will. Each and every one of you are amazing. If I ever got to a significance level, I believe it that I will still reach out to the chat every single time, just like Gary does when he sees folks that have been supporting him for a long time. I find it incredibly valuable when places like Midnight's Edge gets to as many of the chats as they can, whether they're super chats or not. You guys are key in the community to supporting us, and whether or not I make every single, because even now I can't get to everybody's chats that are in here, but you guys make the difference in the show. You guys provide wonderful insight for each other and us, and you give me opportunities to look at things in other ways. I've had story suggestions from folks here in the chat. So of course I will, Karen Prime. You guys are amazing. Thank you so very much. And I definitely want you to be here, YetiCast. You guys are amazing. Or you are amazing from what I'm to understand. But we'll see. We'll get you on a stream. We'll see what happens. Pravada would make accuracy improvements to CNN. Oh, okay. January, Air America went off the air. Yeah. And we have a very politically focused NPR. So I'll be available next Tuesday for a panel discussion. Well, cool. See, you guys are all let's all try to get together and do stuff. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yep. Stieg, awesome movie exchange. Yep. I can't wait to see this show between Latino Slant and Stieg.
Oh, it's going to be great. And by the looks of things, we seem to have much of the same tastes because we're both massive fans of the X-Files. And yeah, we had a little talk about that on his channel the other day. It was great fun.
Yeah. And you know what, Jesse Miller, thanks for coming by those movie streams. They are super fun. And Christy's the best. She's so great. She laughs and she's 100% Christy. So I love her. Wait, in my country, we used to have a genuinely balanced nonprofit news outlet in the BBC. Yes, you did. In recent years, it's turned into, it has very, very bad. I do agree. Yeah. Hello there. Hello, Pod Racing Palpatine, winner of the Bunta Eve Classic. Well, very good. Very good. Thanks for being here, Pod Racing Palpatine. Good to see you. Sub to Stieg, because, he for every 50 followers, he has to make a video. So, yeah. General Kenobi. DM Foe, thanks for joining us.
And I do it, too.
Yeah, he does. He even did one early for his most recent one, and it landed on my birthday, or right just as my birthday was about to occur. So I felt like it was a birthday present to Culture Casino. So I appreciate that. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I've been going for forever. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And Another Monster is my 12th sub, which not only does Another Monster remember, but I remember as well, and I thank you so very much. But yeah, Pravada was Soviet state media. Yep. But we've got to wrap up. I want to run real quick Steven's commercial for his book before we wrap up with the closing video. But Stieg, anything going on this week? I know you're going to do OG Star Wars gals stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about Star Wars original Lucas Eras comics on Thursday. We tend to do 3 or 4 at a time, which is great fun. Laura is hyped up big time because she hasn't read the comics and she's all about that era of Star Wars. So she is very eager right before every stream. So that's going to be fun. And then there's, I think, Chrissy's movie stream on Saturday, as far as I know. But yeah, I think that's it. Otherwise, sometimes I'll pop on here and there if I'm awake and people ask, right?
Yeah, I love it when you pop into streams. Your insight's wonderful. And you asked very, very intriguing questions. It's one of the reasons why I love being anywhere with you. Usually you and I are, somewhere on a panel together, so I love it. But anyway, thank you so very much today, Stieg. It was a bummer that Tom couldn't join us. I know he's busy doing his job, and that's important. But thank you all.
He's interviewing the guy who owns the Conan franchise.
Yeah, Friedrich Malberg, right? I think.
Yeah, a damn Swede, but I tolerate him.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so very much. We're going to watch a brief commercial promotion for author Stephen Walton's books. As you see in the pinned comment at the top, I'm promoting him right now because he's so very close to getting his Indiegogo thing done. Be sure to check out YetiCast, Machiny 90, Jesse Miller, Apex Comics, Steve Kenobi, of course. Be sure to check out anyone else that I missed. Oh my gosh, help out Lorena Creole, Jane Theory with Hours. Let's get Damajanai. Damajanai is real close, guys. Let's all just give him some live stream love. Check out those playlists and help everybody out. We're getting so close with the fourth waivers that we're starting to get everybody close to that number. So guys, thank you so much for all of your great support. No, it was totally fine, Tom, and I'm glad you're doing it, and it's really good. So keep on it, sir. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Yeah, and
every word I said today and every comment is dedicated to Tom.
Oh, well, very good. So Tom, you were represented in here, whether or not you wanted to be or not. Anyway, thank you all so very much. Here comes Stevens and then the closing video, and have a great day. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
The main thing is to protect these characters. Make sure that they still continue to live in the way that you created them. And that the universe of Star Wars continues to grow.
By 2018, far-left extremists in Hollywood had been perverting long-established, profitable science fiction properties as platforms to espouse divisive social propaganda. The vision of these creatives was to repurpose established franchises in the hopes of indoctrinating viewers into the bigoted groupthink of the American far-left ideology. Insanely wealthy producers and adult pretenders set to shame any fan who would not capitulate to their false narratives of virtue, using long-established weight in the legacy media to drive online hate mobs to attack any who dared speak against the woke narrative. Yet there were those who would not kneel before this oligarchy of money, media, and extremism. Those who had known the truth. Fandom is for everyone. The Fandom Menace Volume 2 covers the events of the year 2018 as a group of independent creators rose up together, inspiring the Star Wars fandom to speak out against the flagrant misuse of a property that was not meant to inspire division, but hope. Volume 2 will cover the voices who spoke out against cancel culture, such as the Gospel According to Mark with a C.
Thank God for Star Wars fans. If only Ryan Johnson had said the same thing.
Mecha Random 42.
Star Trek, to me, is a hopeful, optimistic view of the future.
Stephanie Janicek, Smuggler's Cantina.
They're not answering any questions at the real fans.
With chapters written by Jesse Milestone of Mindless Entertainment.
The thing you're about to watch is probably going to involve a lot of yelling and a decent amount of swearing.
Itchy Baka of Disney Star Wars is gone.
But this doesn't explain why, after Disney's acquisition of Star Wars, George would attend the premieres of The Force Awakens, Rogue One, The Last Jedi, and Solo.
And the Overlord himself, Dictor Van Doomcock.
Greetings, my friends. Our pop culture is under assault by corporations who would rather destroy our cultural heritage than build respectfully upon it.
This is an historical documentation of a group of people in the late 2000 teens who would not bow to the very worst in humanity, seeking to separate us along political lines while using our beloved modern mythologies to do so. They did not kneel. Will you? The Fandom Menace Volume 2, Rise of the Rebellion.